There's the whole and there's the parts, and the whole is made of parts and the parts work in the whole. And we've spent a lot of time going from the whole to breaking it down into parts and understanding each of the individual components of a human or an organism. And now we have a lot of those parts, right? And so now we're trying to put it back together. And so systems biology is the field that kind of recognizes that there are all these things working in work together, all these molecules, all these cells, even all these populations, they all work together and they're a system. If you inhibit a drug here or a protein here, it affects something else in another place. That's why we have drug side effects. Because, yes, it might take away your pain, but might also make your mouth dry. So systems biology is really about understanding the system of interactions. I think biology has been influenced a lot by physics and chemistry in that we like this idea of one model to explain the data. But because our data is noisy and there's a dearth of quantitative data and we have a lot of non-quantitative data, it turns out that many models can explain the data equally well. And so a lot of the tools, one of the tools we just published was about what are the hypotheses that best explain this data? Can I actually generate many of these hypotheses automatically and actually capture the same behaviors that I see experimentally? And how many are there? Are there 10 or 5 or 100? And then can we use that knowledge to actually guide my next experiment? What we've done is we've developed more tools for the field to use and to communicate and to disseminate their knowledge. We found that there was a need for data organization of cell response to drug treatments. My dream in my lifetime is that we take a patient from the cancer center, we sample their tumor. Based on what we sampled, we ran some simulations of what is the best treatment for this patient. And what the outcome would be would say, okay, this patient, given the state of their system of cells in that tumor, would respond best to this drug. And we treat them, and we sample them 6 months later, a year later, and we adjust the treatment as needed, and we turn cancer from a deadly disease to a chronic disease like diabetes. That's what I think we can achieve.